Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sabrina Saleha binti Khalid. My matric card number is A17CS0295. My PSM2 project is Dietitian Monitoring System, DMS. So the problem background, since diabetes mellitus is a chronic disease, for patients with diabetes type 1 and type 2, before and after meal, they often need to record down the blood glucose level because dietitian need to monitor during the appointment to maintain the blood glucose level of the patient as close as possible to normal because they need to avoid or prevent the complication. Some patients forgot to record down, and when traveling, they were lazy to carry around the blood glucose level book. So it is a really serious problem since dietitian need to monitor it during the appointment. Second, dietitian also need to monitor more detailed information about the food and beverage that patient take in a whole day using 24-hour dietary record. So some patient might forget to record down, and it is not practical because patient might forget to bring during the appointment. So dietitian are unable to proceed with the session and they need to reschedule the appointment back. So the last one is for diabetes type 1, patient need to learn on how to calculate the amount on carbohydrate in the meal. So when they eat, they can give themselves enough insulin to properly metabolize those carbohydrates. So mostly for diabetes patients, they don't have enough knowledge about the diabetes management. So to solve those issues, a dietitian monitoring system has been proposed. The DMS web system is a resource that will assist dietitian in tracking the patient details, whereas helping patients self-monitor their health, such as blood glucose level and meal planning for mobile application. The DMS can help them solve the issue and allow patients to track their health themselves, at least so they can have data to show to the doctor if anything is wrong with them in the future. So the project aims. The aim of this project is to develop DMS as an efficient application and web system that can help dietitians to track the blood glucose and carbohydrate intake patient during at home. Next, objective. For DMS system, we have 3 objectives. The first one is to study the current implementation of the diabetes application for diabetes patient and technology to use. Second, to design and develop the proposed diabetes monitoring for diabetes application. And the last one is to test the developed system for functionality and user acceptance. So, DMS system has chosen Agile methodology for system development. Agile breaks the system development into small incremental builds. So every build went through the iteration process. Each iteration consists of every phase in the development, which is starting from the planning process, requirement process, analysis and design process, implementation process, evaluation process, and launch the system. So this one is a use case diagram. So from here we can see that DMS have 3 users, which is patient, admin, and dietitian. So what patient can do is patient can go to the panduan pemakanan. That one is the general information about diabetes. And second, patient also can record bacaan gula, can update and add or delete record bacaan gula. So the third one is record pemakanan, also can update, add and delete. Then the calculator ICR is calculate the carbohydrate to get the insulin. Then set peringatan temu janji is for appointment. Then the admin can log in using the web system and can go for food data. I mean the directory, food data directory. So they can do what admin can do is add or delete or update about the food data. And dietitian can access for patient data, can also add and view or update the patient data. And next, patient registration. Dietitian can add patient using the patient registration, and also dietitian can sign up. So use case is a diagram that represents of user interaction with the system. It shows the relationship between use case actor and the system, but it does not show order of system flow to perform each goals of the use case. So this one, actor, patient, dietitian, and admin. So patient is the person who is responsible to record their data every day, such as blood glucose level, meal planning on the DMS application. Meanwhile, dietitian can retrieve and view patient's details such as blood glucose and meal planning data from the web system. They are also responsible for patient registration if user required to use the DMS application. Admin must manage all the food data directory in DMS web system. Next is a system architecture. DMS is a mobile application and web-based system that require internet to communicate between system and usage. DMS have 3 different user types, which is admin and dietitian using the web system. Meanwhile, patient is for mobile application. So this figure illustrates how the architecture of the system works for the web and application of DMS. When user want to use it, it has a server that must connect to the internet. Finally, every action connect to the database system. So this one is the navigation page for admin. So from the web system, goes to admin. Admin can go to index page, and from the index page straight to the login page. From the login page, after login, it has a 3 here: dashboard, food record, and setting. From the dashboard, we can see the profile and food listing. From food listing, we can view or update the food directory. So from the food record here, it has the all record, means the food listing also, and also can add new food for the food directory. So setting, we can go account setting to change the password or change anything about the admin. So this one is navigation page for dietitian. From web system, go to dietitian, and dietitian can access the index page and login page. After login page, same like admin, but admin only food directory, but dietitian only can access patient directory. So it has dashboard, patient record, setting. So from dashboard, we can see the profile and also can see the patient listing. From patient listing, can view or update the patient. And patient record, same like patient listing, but it has a all record and registration. Setting, we has a account setting and change password. Next, navigation page for patient. So from apps, patient using it and go to the login. Then after login, it has 6 modules. It's like panduan makanan, rekod bacaan gula, senarai pertukaran dan karbohidrat, perancangan makanan, kalkulator ICR, peringatan temu janji. So for the first one, panduan pemakanan, it has a contoh, menu makanan, karbohidrat and diabetes, pertukaran karbohidrat, tips makanan sihat untuk diabetes, tips makanan sihat ketika Ramadan, dan pengurusan hypoglycemia. So from the record bacaan gula, they can view record bacaan gula, update record bacaan gula, and also can view the report for the record bacaan gula. Then senarai pertukaran karbohidrat is just they can view the picture. And perancangan makanan, they must enter the weight, ideal weight, and can update the perancangan makanan and also can view the perancangan makanan. And the calculator, they must enter the jumlah CHO yang diambil, and we will get the view the insulin need. Dan peringatan temu janji, just set the date and time. So this is the main function interface for the web system. This one is the login page for the web system. This one is the sign up page for new dietitian registration. So this one is dietitian dashboard. So this one is patient registration from dietitian. Also, this one is the interface of patient details, and this one, if dietitian want to check the blood sugar data, they just select the range date here and click enter. And also this one, meal plan data. This one, dashboard for administrator, for admin. This one, admin only cover for food directory. So this one, the interface of add new food for admin. So this one, interface of food listing. And this one is the interface for login application, for mobile application for patient. So this one is the dashboard for patient. Has 6 modules here. This one for record gula darah interface for mobile apps, record pemakanan interface, calculator ICR interface. This one peringatan temu janji. Okay, one is, so for the project achievement, the first objective is to study the current implementation of the diabetes application for diabetes patient and also technology. This objective has been achieved by study the comparing and the existing diabetes application with the proposed system. Each of the selected applications such as Gluco, MyNet Diary and Foodukit has been discussed and explained truly in chapter 2. The second objective is to design the proposed diabetes monitoring for diabetes application. The MS system has been designed and developed using diagrams such as database table, use case diagram, sequence diagram, and activity diagram. This system also has been successfully developed by using Android Studio IDE, PHP-MyAdmin, XAMPP, and HTML with CSS. It has been discussed and also explained in chapter 4. And finally, the third objective is to test the developed system for functionality and user acceptance. This objective has been achieved with the implementation of several testing such as black box test, white box testing, and user acceptance testing. During the black box testing, system flow for every user module has been explained. Input and output verification and error message also have been explained. For whiteboard testing, the testing process has been done by looking through the programming code with the running system to ensure that every function is successfully. So the user acceptance test form has been distributed to the stakeholder and has been tested for every user. So the last one is suggestion. There are some improvements that can be used to improve the future system further. Among the proposals to be considered are apply the notification for record makanan and record bacaan gula darah. So patient will not forget to record all the data. Next, able to put the chat box for the interaction between dietitian and patient. So patient can directly ask to dietitian and no need to wait until the appointment day. So that's all for presentation from me, Sabrina Salihah binti Khalid. Thank you.